welcome. If you are not, welcome back. Hugs, bougie kiss, mwah, bougie kiss, mwah. Hi guys. Before we get into the video topic, let's just get this out the way. www.lawofassumptionprincess.com. Please be sure that you read my disclaimer in full. It helps you out. It helps me out. It makes everything easier for the both of us. Thank you. Love you. Okay, y'all. So right now I'm actually playing my, let me turn it up. I always play a subliminal in the background of my videos. Right now I'm playing my Doubts Don't Exist subliminal that actually has over 10K repetitions. Okay, so go ahead and check that out. I will have it linked down below, and it's also just on the channel. But let's talk about something that I've actually been wanting to talk about for a long while. Okay, I, just like any other person who is in the law of assumption community or is a manifestation coach of sorts, will get a lot of inquiries. Okay, I get a lot of inquiries across my social media as it pertains to a plethora of different topics, right? And a lot of y'all have really good questions. I'm not gonna hold you. Asking questions isn't inherently the problem, right? Okay, so it's not that asking questions is inherently an issue. Asking questions is not really an issue as it pertains to wanting to know more, right? But here's what I want y'all to understand. A lot of y'all are asking the wrong questions, and it is indicative as to why you don't have your manifestation. So if you are continuously harping on the wrong kind of questions, and when I say the wrong kind of questions, I mean, well, what about this circumstance? Can I still manifest my SP if this is a problem? Can I still manifest my SP if da-da-da-da-da? Can I still have this? Can I still have 5K if I came from poverty and never experienced money before? And here's the thing. I'm not here to villainize asking questions and wanting to know more, right? That is not what I am here to do. I don't want you to feel like a bad person or dumb or stupid or anything remotely close to any of those things when it comes to asking questions, right? We're all here to learn, and we're all here to absorb. What I want you to understand is this. Those questions that you are asking are reflective of the limits that you are still holding dominant in your story, okay? So if you do have an SP that lives across the country, right? Understand that that cannot be a limit for you unless you perceive it as a limit. So what I'm trying to say is this: be reflective in yourself. Be aware of what you are determining as an issue or as a blockage, because it shows up in what you continuously harp on, right? So like I told y'all before, I've manifested SPs where there were third parties in the mix and everything else. I had to consciously make the decision to not let this matter to me. I had to say, this cannot be a blockage for me. I got tired of giving my power away to an external source. So I made the internal decision to stop looking at it as a problem. As soon as I stopped looking at it as a problem, voila, the problem disappeared. Okay, sorry y'all. I got like 2 phone calls. Anyway, in order for something to continuously be a blockage for you, you have to not only be lending your awareness towards it, but you have to give it permission to be a problem, right? And again, I want to just clarify that this is not me saying that asking questions about the law in general, or even asking a question about your circumstance in general, is inherently wrong or bad. But what I want you to realize is how precious your focus is, right? So if I'm consistently giving something the leeway in my reality to be perceived as a problem by me, the consciousness, the God source, right? I am essentially creating a blockage that doesn't have to be a blockage. I try to get y'all to understand blockages and limitations don't exist unless you say so. It is 100% valid to be frustrated about something, to maybe even be scared or concerned about something. But where you dissolve that anxiety is by going within. And that is why I try to get y'all to understand that referring to yourself using this as the validation and not this is what is going to fulfill you. Because let's be real, when y'all are asking questions about SP, money, whatever the circumstance is, what you're wanting to do is provide yourself with some type of relief. Like, you want reassurance that this is going to work out the way that you want it to. But the way to ensure that is by deciding. The way to really deplete yourself of any anxiety or any questioning is by deciding. Because when you're deciding something internally, there is no longer any conflict. You made the decision. The internal decision was concrete. And the only time that you need to, and when you do feel the need to check and reassure that it's still the way that you want it to be, it's by going within. Of course, that's abnormal. We weren't taught that growing up. This is not a concept that we were taught growing up. Use yourself as the reference point. We were always taught, use the 3D world as the reference point, right? But what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is essentially these problems will dissipate the moment that you take your awareness away from them, okay? It is not as daunting as you make it seem, but if you are continuously focused on the what if, what about this aspect, what about that aspect, you're creating that blockage, so to speak, for yourself, because you're telling yourself, okay, I see this as inherently threatening. I see this as something that could have the power to get in between me and my manifestation. I have told y'all in plenty of stories that I have told on here, success stories that I've shared on here, that I have been handed my fair share of circumstances. I literally, if we want to talk about it, I literally just turned a circumstance around in a matter of 5 minutes. Literally 5 minutes. Actually, today I turned a circumstance around in the matter of 20 minutes. I literally decided that the circumstance was going to dissipate. I had a family member call me and tell me that she was having an emergency and I was getting ready to meet her at the hospital. And so I decided, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to freak myself out. I'm not going to psych myself out. I've dealt with a circumstance like this before. She's healthy. Everything is okay. She's healthy. There's no blockage. I calmed myself down because it's normal to have big emotions around something like that. But instead of running through my mind, creating a various amount of circumstances that I don't want to experience, I just quieted my mind and I said, okay, she's going to call me back and she's going to tell me that everything is fine. Well, she got to the hospital. She checked in. She was in pain initially before she called me, but she checked in and she called me back I don't even think it's been 15 minutes since I got off the phone, maybe 10 minutes ago. And she told me, hey, I'm at the hospital. I don't think I actually need you to come because they're telling me that everything is fine. They ran my blood work. They checked my vitals. They might keep me overnight, but I'm okay. I said, okay. But guess what? I'm still going to go up there because like, that's just me. But at any rate, I already knew that her health was going to be perfectly fine and okay. I already knew that her health was going to be perfectly okay, right? Now, even my house that I'm currently living in right now, I told y'all, if I would have told the people in my reality that I was manifesting a house under the exact circumstances that I wanted it under, my stipulations, my modifications, right? The people in my reality would have said, okay, you're crazy. You cannot manifest a house for that price in this economy, in this city. Not a 2-bedroom home with all the amenities that you have. No, they would have told me that I'm crazy, right? Did it anyway. I had to make the internal decision. Okay, I'm not going to see you as a blockage. I am not going to see you as a threat. So again, it's not that asking questions all around is a problem, but be self-aware. Be self-aware of why you are actually asking the questions. And there is a reason that I tell y'all that. Because if you're being self-aware and you're being honest and true with yourself, you can, a lot of times, you can easily dismantle what you are telling yourself is a problem in your story. It doesn't matter if your SP lives across the pond, okay? It doesn't matter if you never met them a day in your life. Those are all just circumstantial. When we say circumstances don't matter, it's not just a slogan. It is because they literally do not matter in the essence of the law, in the essence of manifestation, in the essence of quantum physics and how our reality works. These things do not matter unless we make them matter with our God consciousness and awareness. So be real with yourself. Are you asking this question because you genuinely want an answer? Or are you asking this question because you want to give yourself temporary relief? Because the gag is, That shit stops being a problem the minute that you decide it's no longer a problem. It is completely up to you. This is your world. Now, I tell y'all this all the time too, which is, if you start asking yourself the right kind of questions, you will get the right kind of answers, which ties into affirmations, right? Why are me and my SP together so quickly? Why did everything unravel so fast? Why does money continuously chase me? Why is everything in my reality showing up the exact way I want it to? See what happens when you utilize your power in your favor? It's not that you have to abolish the concept of asking questions, okay? You just have to utilize it in your favor as God. Ask yourself, why is it happening so fast? Why did it show up in your reality so instantly? Why are you so powerful? Why is everything continuously working out in your favor without you even having to try? Why is it just so easy for you to wake up and be the God of your reality and get everything you want? Why is it so easy for you to just limitlessly and effortlessly win all the time? Why is that the circumstance that you're presented with? Because remember, your subconscious, it doesn't have a bias. It's just like, whatever you tell me, babes, I'm going to reflect back to you. So why not hijack it beneficially and use it in your favor? Use it in your favor. Why is everything working out for me? When you ask the right kind of questions, you get the right kind of answers. I know the answer that you're looking for. You want to just know that what you decided is done. That is how you ensure that it is. That is how. Don't booby trap yourself. I tell y'all all the time, do not booby trap yourself. Do not get yourself caught up in an obstacle course that was set up by no one else besides yourself. You could just mosey on down the finish line, right? But I hope that I know that this was beneficial for y'all, and that this dissipated a lot of anxiety, or potential anxiety that you could be having about your circumstance. The circumstance is not powerful. The circumstance is not powerful. It is not you. Therefore, it holds no power. You are the very thing in your reality that gives any and everything that comes into your experience power. Okay? So, with that being said, of course, make sure that you guys are following me on Twitter at It's Her Universe. No, I'm never going to call it X. Just not happening. Also, make sure that you follow me on TikTok and Instagram at TiffriahGrande. And also make sure that you follow me on my Law of Assumption Insta, which is just Law of Assumption Princess. We have so much fun over there. Like, if y'all are not following me on Law of Assumption Princess, I don't know what to say to you. But until next time, you know that I love you. 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 I love you.